Well, hello, Nate Boyer. Thank you, and welcome to the Valder Beebe Show. How are you today?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm fine, and you are live on the Valder Beebe Show out of Dallas, Texas, across America, so thank you for being here. Look, I want my audience to know what happens. Have you ever thought about this? What happens when strangers from all walks of life come together to live and work at sea? I know most of y'all can't stand your co-workers in your office, but this is at sea. It's going to be on a raft. It's called Surviving the Raft on the Discovery Network. It's a 9-episode social experiment that was inspired by Mexican anthropologist Santiago Genovese. And today, Nate Boyer, the former NFL player, Green Beret, and I'm going to add handsome guy in there, he's in the studio to explain the survival meets social experiment. Nate, welcome to the Valder Beebe Show.
Thank you, Val. I appreciate that. Especially the last part. It really means a lot.
Okay. Thank you so much. It's the truth. Nothing but the truth. I wanted you to give me an understanding how 9 diverse contestants who sailed on, this raft for 21 days, like I said, we don't like the people in our office. I can't imagine being on a raft with them for 21 days.
Yeah, I mean, imagine not being able to punch out at 5 o'clock and go home and be with your own family or just by yourself. You don't have that option. You are stuck. There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide. You're living on this raft. The very few times they did get to leave the raft, they're still together with these people. So you can't escape it, and that's tough. I mean, that's you get to the point where you can no longer stand it, and you don't want to mind your P's and Q's anymore. You just got to be your true self. And I think people are forced much quicker to sort of speak their mind. You know what I mean? And if I feel a certain way, I got to just get this out, and I got to talk to this person. And it comes, and it's really unique to see, because if you just kind of sit back and harbor that stuff and don't say anything, it's going to be pretty obvious that something's going on, because you can't go anywhere to hide that emotion. So it's just, I think, there's maybe value in it for everybody. I don't know if anybody would ever get the chance to experience something like this. But it's important to do that, I think. And so seeing these people who, like you said, have these incredibly different backgrounds and beliefs and, just way of communicating, come together and be forced to figure this out as a group, because when it comes to survival elements and trying to get through the day and making sure you've got food on the table, and then you've got these other challenges that pop up, you've got to work together. There's no way to do what they were doing out there without the team. And so that element is very, very interesting. And I never dreamed of having the opportunity to not only witness this, but to get to be a part of this. So it was really unique and really special, and I'm very proud of what we created.
Well, by being a Green Beret and playing in the NFL, I'm sure you've seen some survival tactics to go on. What survival tactics will they show us that will be really relevant? Or is this just an experiment to put people out here and entertain us? Because this is very apocalyptic, if you ask me.
Well, that's what's entertaining about it. I mean, the fact that these people were look, they got to figure out food. They're basically thrown into this situation. They don't know each other. They don't know anything about each other. So they've got to learn about one another. But then also they've got to figure out, okay, here's the rules for where we are living right now. We're floating out in the middle of the ocean on this raft. I mean, it's a pretty big raft, but it's still, they're sleeping in these close quarters side by side. And then we got to eat. We got to figure that out. And we don't have a lot of time. And the tides are constantly changing, and all these factors that they just had no idea, because they didn't know where they were going before this whole thing started. So that part of you, switches on, that survival instinct that we all have as human beings. But then different people are bringing different things to the table, different ideas and different ways of kind of getting through that. So, I mean, that's what is entertaining about this, is because they're under this pressure, this intense circumstance, and you got to work with people that you might not like and you might not ever listen to or be willing to have a conversation with, and all of a sudden you are forced to do that. And then you learn about them and you're like, wow, I never thought of living in that person's shoes and that perspective. I never like allowed myself to go there, and now I have to. And I've got to work together with them. And then maybe I develop a friendship with them, and maybe I realize all these things that I put so much importance on just aren't that important, when at the end of the day, my goal right now, my focus is to just get through the day, survive the day, and live to see another one.
When do we get to watch this? Because this is fascinating the way you describe human interactions. Most of them probably have never seen them like this on this small space and with this amount of people. When do we get to watch this on the Discovery Channel?
Well, luckily, it's very soon. So it's premiering on Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. It'll be on every Sunday for the next 9 Sundays. And then it'll also be streaming on Max as well. So there'll be lots of options to watch. But I mean, we really hope everybody joins us on Sunday night, because I think it's really special. I love going to the movies and watching in a theater with a lot of people. And I love the idea of us, at home across the country with all our different perspectives and backgrounds, plopping down in front of the TV, putting our feet up, and then watching these other people survive as a group. I mean, I think that's really special. So yeah, Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, Discovery Channel. Please join us. I'll be there.
We will join us, because that's so American, all of the things you said. Thank you so much, Nate. I really appreciate it. We'll be watching.
Awesome. Thank you, Val. Really appreciate it.
And in print publications, I interviewed the world's most fascinating authors, all because I love a good book. This summer, I partnered with WPS for BB's Summer Book Giveaway. We're giving away New York Times bestsellers and award-winning books. Books that inspire me, and I'm sure they'll inspire you. To be eligible to win a copy of Jesus Can Give You a New Life, answer this question: what is God's greatest gift to mankind? You'll find the answer in John 3:16 of the Bible. Send your response to the email at the bottom of the screen. I'm Valder Beebe, and I'll see you for the next BB Summer Book Giveaway.